Good morning, all. Camelback Trading 2724. Coming to you this Wednesday morning, April 29th. We're looking at the last 2 days of the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And as you can see, yesterday we had basically a tale of 2 days. Yes, we had a trend day down with two sets of single prints that held, but it did end up basically with a B shape, which signifies long liquidation, and the fact that we were 10 wide out of 13 on a day that was a trend day down is a little nuance that sellers were not as strong as they seemed. Now, a lot of times when you have single prints, it's, a lot of people say there's no way it could be a B shape, but it is what it is as far as how I'm looking at it, especially how M filled it out. So where are we this morning? Well, right now we're above the first set of single prints, attempting to get into the second one. As remember, if a trend day is to be taken back, it's usually late in the second day or the third day. So today is day 2. We have a tremendous amount of information coming to us today between earnings, the Fed today, and numerous other indicators. Now, on Fed days, these aren't normal times. On Fed days, I have seen in the past where we have trended either up or down, but a trend day never held. We never had single prints that day prior to the 2 o'clock announcement. Now, the announcement isn't the big thing. The big thing will be their press conference at 2:30. So I recommend, for most people, experienced and new traders, there's really no reason to have a position or trade while all that's going on. You have all day to trade beforehand, and then you can have the hour afterwards if you want to trade once the market decides what direction it wants to do after they are done. So generally from 2 to close to 3 o'clock after the press conference, I will not trade. All right, let's go over destinations and a game plan for at least this morning. So, remember, we went out with a price probe last night, right? I said we wouldn't know until this morning if it's accepted or rejected. Well, there's just over an hour to go prior to the opening. As of now, it is being firmly rejected. So, I'll still give it to you, 285.58, but if we open above D's low, that's rejected. Then we have the two sets of single prints. The first one started at 288.37, get filled at 288.53. Right now, we're trading above them. Second set starts at 288.96 and gets filled at 289.48. Right now, we're trading right in the middle of those. Our pre-market high right now, above that, is 289.87. Above that, we would have yesterday's high of 291.40 and then 295.079 wide from March 6th. For the downside, until we get more market-generated information. Actually, you know what? I apologize. We were 9 wide yesterday, and I never wrote it down. So 9 wide, we were 10 wide at 287.46. So that was going to be an upside destination. But if we open above it, it will become a downside. So your first destination on the downside, as of right now, is the pre-market low of 288.21, then 287.46 where we were 10 wide yesterday, and then yesterday's low of 285.40, 284.62 daily low from the 27th, and then filling the gap at 283.70. So what's the game plan for this morning? Well, in the next hour, if we are to open somewhere around the single prints, there's a couple of things you can do. You can take a put play, right? Single prints are a form of a gap. So there were sellers there yesterday during the day. So you can take a put play. Yes, it might be a little bit higher value, but not much. You can take a put play, and then you're out either when the single prints fill, which is A's low, or if you take out B's high. That's another 50 cents worth of heat. That's something you have to decide. Remember, we have a pretty good sell tail here. It's 140 somewhat ticks. Question is, are buyers or sellers for that matter want to do that much price searching prior to the Fed? Remains to be seen. Right now we are, right? So that's a put play for this morning. In the next hour, if we open and do not take out both sets, I mean, again, we might open below J or K's high. You can also take a put play there because then you'd have that single print to lean on and that one. Then your decision is, do you want out when the single prints fill or if we take out B's high? So that's my put play. Call play, right here, there's no call play. Again, even if we take out B's high, we will have a higher value. Not sure if I really want to get involved on the buy side unless it starts becoming where we fill the single prints and then we start one-time framing up. Then I would get it long to see us take out yesterday's opening and yesterday's high. I'd rather see, if we are to back off, get down to where we were 10 wide, where the meat of the volume was done yesterday, taper off, and then see if we come back up to fill single prints if we didn't fill them yet, or if we did fill them and come back in to take a long, because now at least we took care of what was here on the sell side yesterday, and see if we can get above value. If you get accepted into M period from yesterday, obviously you're going to trade at the POC, but there's a good chance you could trade M's range. So that's the only reason I'd be a little careful if you're taking a call play at this level. Obviously, as we get closer to the opening, my room will know exactly what I'm feeling and if I'm going to do a trade from either side. Now, let's go to the charts. I wasn't going to show you the monthly, but then I realized I haven't said this in all the times we've been speaking lately. We are going to have an inside month, okay? To show you how powerful an inside month is, look at the last one we had. It was January of 19 after December of 18 really flushed out. Inside month came out of it and never really looked back, right? We went up 3 straight months, then we balanced, never even got back to that. Went up again, balanced, up again to all-time highs, balanced. So this is pretty powerful stuff when you come out of it on either side. 2 days to go in the month. Weekly, again, this 287 level continues to get fought over. We closed below it last night. We're above it again this morning. And not only are we above the 287 level, right now, more importantly, we had an inside week. This is the 3rd time we're coming out of it to the upside. Right? Came out of it Monday, came out of it Tuesday, and now on Wednesday, again, we're above 286.79. This is 3 times. So to me, it's kind of like, either the 3rd time's the charm and we're going to get above and stay above this 3-week triple top and continue higher, or if we fail again above 286.79, it could be 3 strikes and you're out. So remains to be seen, but right now we are above it. And then on the daily, again, I gave the buyers the benefit of the doubt. I said balance to up because we're one-time framing up. Well, that is continuing now. Yes, we're inside yesterday's range right now, but until we take out yesterday's low, it's still one-time framing up. So I'm going to continue to call it balance to up. Once again, we're above that 287.30 level by a decent amount as the buyers continue to try to get their next big level is the 200-day moving average. Should be an interesting day. Should get some volatility with all the earnings and the FOMC. Have a game plan. Be smart. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Have a great day, and a recap at 4 p.m.